Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and thanks for being here for a special edition of Championship Wrestling. I'm your host, Gilbert Corsi, and tonight we revisit one of the most intriguing relationships in all of professional wrestling. We are putting a spotlight on the unforgettable duo of LA Knight and his manager, Percy Pringle, famously known as Paul Bear. You know, LA Knight's made quite a name for himself with his undeniable talent and unmatched charisma, but before he was known as Knight, he was right here in the United Wrestling Network, known as SHAUN RICKER, and during his journey to the top, he had the guiding hand of a true legend in Percy Pringle. So tonight we're going to take a look back at highlights, such as the finals from the very first Percy Pringle Cup, Ricker and Percy's last appearance on television together before his passing in 2013, and we will also hear from Knight himself, speaking about what the relationship to Percy meant to him. Okay, but let's start things off tonight with a bang. Knight taking on his former tag team partner, a man you also know, in Brian Cage. Let's go to the ring.
Introducing first, being accompanied to the ring by Percy Pringle III. From Baltimore, Maryland, weighing in at 230 pounds, SHAUN RICKER.
SHAUN RICKER, handpicked by that man, one of the most influential personalities in the history of professional wrestling. Percy Pringle III, handpicking SHAUN RICKER as his choice to, at some point, hold the World Heavyweight title.
30 years in the business, he knows talent, and it's very clear he chose SHAUN RICKER for a reason.
And his opponent from Sacramento, California, weighing in at 225 pounds, Brian Cage.
So as we get set to watch two former partners explode here in our main event, it was Brian Cage that was left out in the cold by Ricker, by Percy Pringle, but he certainly fired up on Ricker in a recent interview.
I got to be honest with you, Todd. I mean, after seeing Natural Selection be, in my opinion, the best tag team in the NWA for a very, very long time, I never thought I'd see these two face off. And if we look at it, Percy Pringle really is at the head of it.
Absolutely, both men here jockeying for position. Former Heritage Tag Team champions now have gone their own way. Who will be victorious? You got Percy Pringle on the outside. He's a real X factor in this matchup.
Well, there's no question about it. No one knows more about this business or how to get the upper hand than Percy Pringle. And there's anger on both sides of this match. I mean, Brian Cage is very, very upset at the fact that SHAUN RICKER's blaming him for their title loss against the Tribe. And SHAUN RICKER's very angry because he thinks Brian Cage is the reason they lost that title.
Yeah, certainly have been a lot of words between these two, and now it comes to this.
I'll tell you one thing, Brian Cage looks ready.
Oh, he does. You can see them, just fire burning in those eyes. And he feels he has something to prove here tonight. Ricker, the choice of Percy Pringle, and perhaps Cage out here to prove that he should have been the one that was chosen.
And let us not forget, Percy Pringle, if you will, fed Brian Cage to Terex in a recent match, and he was pretty much destroyed when he had a bad shoulder. Brian Cage definitely does not forget that.
Yeah, that was a big statement there by Pringle, making his choice known and really putting Cage in harm's way in a bad position. But Cage back here now looks to be at 100%. Both men.
Look at the flip.
Wow, nice athleticism. Both men here trying to get the advantage. Hard to do so because you got to think these guys know each other so well. They traveled the roads together, they train together, they strategize together, so they know what the other's thinking, what the other's going to go for.
Absolutely. Anytime two men hold gold, as long as Natural Selection did, they know a lot about each other. And I'll be honest, after that match with Terex, I did not think we'd see Brian Cage in an NWA ring again, which shows the amount of resiliency that he has.
Yeah, and that shoulder not taped up, so maybe because he's 100%, maybe because he just doesn't want to have a target on it, looking for the arm drag. Didn't get him, but now Ricker looking to take him with the suplex, balanced there by Cage. Looking for again, look at this, the counters. It's like you're fighting your mirror image here in a way.
Unbelievable match so far, just tit for tat. Right now, no one has the advantage. And Brian Cage, if he does have a bad shoulder, is not showing any signs of it.
Here's a great way to save money on your prescription medications. If you take Viagra or Cialis, we can give you a way to pay as little as $2 a pill. Compare that to prices as high as $60 per tablet. Call now with your prescription and pay as little as $2 a pill. We offer 24/7 service and always free delivery and confidential packaging. Call Pharmacy Shop 24/7 to get generic versions of Viagra or Cialis for as little as $2 a pill, plus free discreet shipping.
Quick crack. Wash all you want. Don't drive dirty.
He's looking for the leapfrog. Didn't quite get up and over, and Cage makes him pay for it.
He sure did on that one, Todd. Over the top rope, Ricker goes out. Percy Pringle scurrying over to his fallen client, Shaun Ricker.
Percy now trying to get his body out in between Cage and Ricker. You got to think this is where Pringle could be an asset if he chooses to be, but kind of standing back right now.
And Brian Cage trying to deal a huge blow to the Pringle dynasty. What is he about to do here? Over the top rope, a flip onto Shaun Ricker. What does Percy Pringle do?
He's got his shoe after that beautiful dive by Cage, and if Cage isn't 100%, he certainly took a risk there.
He's right in plain sight of the referee, Todd, holding that shoe.
Flirting with disaster could get his man disqualified, but now...
But you see what Percy Pringle just did. That was just enough distraction to give Shaun Ricker the upper hand, and he gets it.
Wow, elevated him up and took him down. A variation of the DTB, the dump that and I'll let you come up with the third
near
final
fall.
word.
Percy Pringle had no intention of using that shoe there. He just wanted to get the referee and Brian Cage's attention. Another pin and a 2 count.
Well, he is the master, as you said. He's the master of the mind game.
He absolutely is.
Full mount now by Ricker, and he is raining down with the ground and pound. Transitions now nicely into the cover.
And you know, situations like that have to be a little bit confusing for Brian Cage. He's used to having Percy Pringle on his side on the outside of the ring.
Well, not only that, both of these men are used to having each other out there to make a tag when things get rough.
Absolutely.
Now they're going at it alone. They don't have that luxury.
We are finding out who the better singles competitor is, and right now, Todd, it's impossible to tell.
Certainly is. Been a hotly competitive main event matchup, as you would predict. But again, it's been somewhat of a methodical pace when Ricker is in the driver's seat. This is what he wants. He wants it slow, wants to wear him down, but too much quickness there by Cage. Full head of steam. Oh!
Shaun Ricker with a quick drop kick there.
Yeah, but Cage quickly closed the distance there. Ricker maybe caught him mostly with the knees.
Well, if you ask me, Shaun Ricker, like you said, he prefers the methodical approach. He is one of the more intelligent wrestlers in the NWA, and having Percy Pringle at his side is only going to make him that much smarter when it comes to how to wear down an opponent.
Absolutely. Can't argue with you there. But again, this slow, methodical wear-down pace by Ricker. He's going to start unleashing power moves like that vertical suplex. Floats over into the cover, looking for the win. Only a count of 2, much to the chagrin of Percy Pringle.
Well, to pull off moves like that, you need incredible core strength, and Shaun Ricker has the core strength of no one that can be matched in the NWA. He knows exactly. He is in peak physical condition, and it's going to be very difficult for Brian Cage to counteract that.
I'll give you that. He is a thoroughbred. He is an athlete for sure.
There's a reason he's part of the Pringle dynasty. There's a reason Percy Pringle thinks he's ready to challenge the NWA heavyweight champion.
Well, he has to prove that he's up to the challenge. Certainly an arduous task, taking on your longtime partner Thus far, both men been up to that task, but who is going to get the win in our main event?
And as we've recently learned, being a member of the Pringle dynasty can be very fleeting if you don't produce consistent victories. If Brian Cage pulls off this match, what's going to happen to Shaun Ricker?
And it's interesting to note that you see different offensive maneuvers when these two aren't in tag team competition. You're not seeing their signature double teams. There, Cage was going for a Texas Cloverleaf. Don't see that much out of him.
No, you don't. But we have to remember, in the weeks after, I guess we could say the breakup or the dissolving of Natural Selection, both wrestlers have obviously been working on new moves for the repertoire. Shaun Ricker showing frustration right now.
Went for the cover yet again, only a count of 2. But Ricker seems to be fresher here, does he not, Johnny? It seems as he's got a little bit more in the tank right now, and Cage looks like he's wearing down.
There's no question about it. And like I said, as a physical therapist, I can tell you that when you have shoulder injuries like Brian Cage had, no matter how great he looks right now, it's a difficult thing to come back from. As he just takes him down with the clothesline, the shoulder's the most unstable joint in the body. Regardless of how great Cage has looked, he can wear down very quickly.
Just clubbed him with that clothesline, and that'll take its toll on the shoulder region as well. But European uppercut there by Cage, trying to battle back. Does he have enough to get him up and over? Oh, that answers that question.
Oh, the counter by Shaun Ricker.
Beautiful reverse neck breaker cover. That's going to do it. Split second counter. How close was that, folks?
And Percy Pringle is losing it on the side of the ring.
Throwing a tantrum is what he's doing.
We almost just lost to Nibblebit Tabby as a sponsor thanks to Percy Pringle just now.
That cost somebody some money. But Ricker remains in control here, and that has been the case for much of our main event. You know, Cage has gotten quick offense here and there, but hasn't been able to maintain the advantage. Springboard. Drives him down. Held on. And the eyes there looking strange on Ricker. He hit that canvas in a bad way.
As the referee begins the 10 count, this has pretty much become anyone's match.
Yeah, whoever gets to their feet first here may be able to take this one home. But Cage was so fatigued there that not able to capitalize right away. Couldn't go for the cover. Double sledge there.
Brian Cage with a second win here.
Absolutely. It's going to be survival of the fittest in this one, Johnny.
As in Natural Selection, it always is.
Full head of steam now by Cage. Nowhere to go but down for Ricker. And there you see the results of that drop kick in the corner.
I will tell you, I have not seen anyone put this much of a beating on Shaun Ricker in some time. Oh, the flip by Brian Cage!
Springboard moonsault. Here's the cover. Talk about pulling out all the stops.
What an incredibly athletic move by Brian Cage off the top rope.
That split-legged moonsault there, nicely done by Cage. And
he's going back up top.
Yep, looking for more high risk. And you know, when these two were a team, they were more physical team. They didn't really go high risk.
And that caught up with him right now as Shaun Ricker slams into the ropes.
Well, that's why it's high-risk offense there. It can be high reward, but not in that exchange.
Perhaps Brian Cage is starting to feel a bit of a desperation setting in with this match. And maybe that's why he felt he had to go to the top rope for the second straight time.
And right now, Cage is in a precarious position. Ricker is going to try and put him away.
Oh, this could be it. Is it a superplex?
Fighting him off, though, is Cage. Where is he getting this from?
I have no idea, Todd. Is he going back up?
Oh, Ricker trying to catch him.
Oh, no.
Look at that athleticism.
Oh, no.
Gets the superplex that time, and both men are out.
To the delight of Percy Pringle, Shaun Ricker nails the superplex.
But you got to think that took a lot out of Ricker at this point in the matchup, too.
Oh, absolutely.
But able to drape an arm over him into the cover. Only a count of 2.
Brian Cage somehow manages to get his arm up.
Cage just will not. He refuses to stay down.
Well, Cage knows what it's like to be shunned by two people that he trusted. He refuses to go down.
Uh-oh. Look out.
Wow, what was that?
Had that arm trap, took him up and over. but again, slow to cover. Now he does, that could do it.
Shaun Ricker barely kicks out.
Another near fall there, back and forth. And Percy Pringle's absolutely beside himself on the outside.
Percy Pringle, you can tell his blood pressure, his heart rate is going through the roof right now. I don't think he expected Brian Cage to put up this much of a fight.
Look out again. But incredible agility, but wow, he caught him right on the temple. That's a knockout shot if there ever was one. That's gonna do it, folks. No.
Shaun Ricker kicks out. I'll tell you, Todd, we knew this was going to be our main event tonight, but we did not. Who knew the match would be this amazing? I have no idea how this is gonna end up.
Wow. Both guys bringing their A game tonight. Do you think right now with this surge of Cage that Pringle is questioning his decision?
Percy Pringle distracting Cage.
That could cost him. There it is.
Ricker has him.
DTB with authority. And there's the 1, 2, 3.
Just like that. Shaun Ricker catches Brian Cage off the brief distraction.
Shaun Ricker.
Here's a great way to save money on your prescription medications. If you take Viagra or Cialis, we can give you a way to pay as little as $2 a pill. Compare that to prices as high as $60 per tablet. Call now with your prescription and pay as little as $2 a pill. We offer 24/7 service and always free delivery and confidential packaging. Call Pharmacy Shop 24/7 to get generic versions of Viagra or Cialis for as little as $2 a pill, plus free discreet shipping.
Quick crack. Wash all you want. Don't drive dirty.
Time on Championship Wrestling from Hollywood at the beginning of the hour. This man, Shaun Ricker, made claim that he would be the last man standing. Will it happen?
A lot on the line here. The PP3 Cup here on the line in this big last man standing main event. TK, a dangerous situation here for Ryan Taylor. You know, making the decision to put that PP3 Cup on the line. You know, going into the match by Shaun Ricker. What do you think of that decision on Taylor's part?
You know, I love the bravado, I love the confidence, I love the willingness to compete. But, you know, when you get down to it, to the brass tacks, not a smart decision. Because really, he's got everything to lose and nothing to gain. If he loses this match, he loses the PP3 Cup that he worked so hard to gain, but more importantly, perhaps, that title shot that goes along with it.
I think Ryan Taylor coming out here, you know, I think he just wants to, you know, he's a competitor, he's a fighter, he wants to prove himself. But ladies and gentlemen, that's dangerous. You know, sometimes it's better to live to fight another day. We'll see what happens, though.
Well, and Taylor certainly put a major dent in Percy Pringle's plan. You know, the PP3, I gotta believe, again, was orchestrated for Ricker to get that title shot. It didn't turn out that way, but Ricker can turn that around tonight with a victory. Again, fans, we gotta break it down. Last man standing matchup. No pinfalls, no submissions. When a man is down and can't get back to his feet, this match will come to an end.
That's right. The man will have a 10 count to get back up to his feet, and the decision can be rendered inside or outside the ring.
It's a whole different kind of strategy coming into a match like this.
And you know, for Ryan Taylor, if he defeats Shaun Ricker, you know, talk about what a big victory. Talk about momentum that Ryan Taylor has on his side, TK.
Taylor, yeah, absolutely. He'll have all the momentum in the world, and that could do wonders for his shot at whatever title he chooses. And Taylor in this type of matchup could be very dangerous. He's got those lethal kicks. He might think head kick, knockout, to keep Ricker down for the 10 seconds. On the flip side, Ricker's got that gravy train, the DTP, a lot of big power moves that can take you out as well.
The big bad gravy daddy, a dangerous competitor. And of course, if he wins this matchup, he gets back. He never had it. He gets the PP3 Cup, which will grant him a shot at the title here in Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. Will he go after the World's title, or will Taylor go after the World's title, the TV title, the tag team titles? So many decisions here to be made.
Absolutely, but a decision that he had and would have been ready to make if he hadn't taken this matchup. But fact of the matter is he did. And yes, if he wins, a lot of momentum, but a lot on the line. The stakes very high in this last man standing main event. Swinging neck breaker there by Ricker, who you could say is the challenger in this matchup, because although not an official championship title on the line, the PP3 title, a big prize as well as that title shot.
No, it definitely is. Ricker is the challenger in this situation. Ryan Taylor is the champion. He's the holder of the PP3 Cup, and that is what is on the line right here tonight. Last man standing, main event here, Championship Wrestling from Hollywood.
Got to get your opponent in a compromising position. Got to hit him with something big that's going to turn off the lights for 10 seconds. What's it going to take?
And Shaun Ricker's got to pass the gravy and unload with those potatoes on Ryan Taylor and knock him out.
Taylor took him up and over, backdrop over. No over-the-top rope disqualifications in this match. Doesn't matter.
No
Anything
DQ.
goes.
Yeah, no DQ, no counter. You can see the referee making the count on Ricker up to 4. Again, this is a match. These kind of matches, TK, they're wars of attrition. They're going to go the distance. Not going to be over in 2 minutes.
And again, folks, just to clarify, that's not a count out as a count out of the ring. A count for him to get back to his feet. When Ricker got to his knees, the count was stopped. This match continues.
Here's a great way to save money on your prescription medications. If you take Viagra or Cialis, we can give you a way to pay as little as $2 a pill. Compare that to prices as high as $60 per tablet. Call now with your prescription and pay as little as $2 a pill. We offer 24/7 service and always free delivery and confidential packaging. Call Pharmacy Shop 24/7 to get generic versions of Viagra or Cialis for as little as $2 a pill, plus free discreet shipping.
Quick crack. Wash all you want. Don't drive dirty.
You win, you know, that's right. If the man is unable to get up to his feet, you are victorious. So in that case, Shaun Ricker, great strategy. You got to think Percy Pringle maybe had that one, in the strategic discussions with Ricker preparing for the
Pringle's
match.
a mastermind, no doubt about it. So much experience in this great business, just a wealth of knowledge, and it certainly has rubbed off on his protege.
And now Ricker continuing to go to work on that ankle. As you point out, TK, if he can keep Ryan Taylor grounded, unable to stand, he'll be victorious.
Certainly an interesting strategy. We'll see if it can pay off. And this all started when Taylor kicked the post looking for one of those lethal knockout kicks, and it cost him. It clipping the knee there.
And look at Shaun Ricker really taking his time now, TK, really measuring his opponent. He doesn't want to make any mistakes.
Just barely to get up to his feet is Taylor. And yeah, you mentioned it right now. he's, you know, like a wounded animal that strayed from the herd. Ricker can really pick him apart. You know, right now, Taylor is pretty much defenseless.
You know, both of these men want to be a champion here in championship wrestling from Hollywood. And they both, you know, tasted defeat in big-time championship matches. Ricker in a big-time world's title match against Adam Pearce came up on the losing end. And Ryan Taylor more recently against Scorpio Sky for that TV title. So again, both these men have been in that situation, came up short. They want another shot at gold.
Does doubt start to creep in at this point if you're Ryan Taylor? Do you start rethinking your decision to take this matchup?
You know, I'm a big fan of Shaun Ricker, we know that, but Ryan Taylor, he's a competitor, like I said. I don't think Ryan Taylor is losing any confidence. I think Ryan Taylor is resourceful. I think what he's just trying to do is try to figure out what strategy to employ now to win. He knows he has a lot of tools at his disposal. I wouldn't count him out, although of course I want to see Ricker win. I wouldn't count Taylor out.
In a very bad position here is Ryan Taylor as Ricker continues to pick apart the lower body of his challenger in this matchup in which one man won't be able to answer the count and they will go on to a guaranteed title shot. And right now it looks as if that man will be Shaun Ricker.
And interesting, you know, Ricker there interrupted the referee's count there. Referee Justin Borden was up to a 3 count.
Well, you know, I think right there is he didn't want Taylor to get the rest. He felt Taylor would get up before 10. He wanted to get right back on him.
Oh, look at this knee breaker. He does not want this man to be able to stand.
Ricker styling and profiling right now, but look at this. Some fight left in Taylor. What a shot. Now, you haven't finished me off yet, pal.
I know they're coming over here.
Watch out here.
Right here in front of us, TK. We gotta watch out. Well, I told you, you know, this is anything can happen here. Decisions can be rendered outside here on the floor right in front of us.
Anything goes again. Think of the weapons here, the bell, the table itself. Taylor's got a water bottle. This thing can and will go just about anywhere, you gotta believe.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are definitely in the line of fire here, TK and I, but it seems so far we've remained unscathed, buddy.
This is a war zone.
I wouldn't sit down yet. I wouldn't get too comfortable.
No, I'm not. And no, quite frankly, nobody in Glendale Studios is sitting down. Ricker remains in control. Ricker just stalking. Oh, look out, the concession stand. It's all funny. You don't want to get any flaming hot Cheetos in the eyes, that's for sure.
Oh, again, Taylor just spitting water in the face of Shaun Ricker. And Taylor here finding a second wind.
He seems to be getting around.
He's still favoring that leg, though.
He is, but he's at least able to get some weight on it, which is more than he could say a few minutes ago. So perhaps get some feeling back in that leg, but we'll see if he can uncork any meaningful offense in there. Right there, Ricker right back to it, takes him down again. At this point, Ricker seems supremely confident here, Jeff.
Well, Ryan Taylor had that flurry on the outside of offense, but now again, Shaun Ricker back in control with that submission maneuver, and that's a great strategy from Shaun Ricker.
Yeah, look like he's got that spinning toe hold, and now trying to crank him perhaps into a figure 4. Not hooking that other foot and laying back into it right now, but really putting a lot of pressure because from this standing position, instead of laying back, he's tapping. It doesn't matter. That's not going to get it done. Last man standing. At what point here, if you're Ricker, do you break the hold and start the count?
Well, I think it's just, you know, Ricker has to make that game time decision. He has to determine, you know, when he thinks Taylor is 100% out. Uh-oh.
Now Ricker's got a chair.
No disqualifications, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep, legal as a wrist lock, as they say. Oh, he's going to waffle him with it. Look out. Oh, is he going to go to the leg? Whoa! Just took the wheels right out from under him.
Well, I don't think Taylor's going to be able to get up now. And now look at this. The big bad gravy daddy talking some trash.
Well, insult to injury, salt in the wound. Count up to 5. If he can't get up in, well, 4 more seconds, at this point, it's going to be over. Oh, I don't know if I agree with Ricker stopping the count here again.
Well, I think Ricker I think he felt Taylor was going to get up.
I think he was got revenge on his mind as well. He's got a point to prove here, Jeff.
It almost seems like now he's just looking to injure Taylor and take him out of action.
That ankle could be absolutely shattered. Yeah, when you think of the strength of Ricker wielding that chair, you got to think bones could be broken at this point. The human body is pretty resilient, and especially that of Ryan Taylor, but it's not made to be put through this.
And now figure 4 and leg lock around the ring post. Excellently executed by SHAUN Ricker here.
He's excellently executing Taylor here. But again, a submission won't get it done. At some point when he feels the damage is done, he's got to let go of the hold and start the referee's count.
I think SHAUN Ricker, again, like you said, trying to make sure he punishes Ryan Taylor, wants to make sure he gets that full 10 count.
Count has started now, up to 4. I'll tell you, I think Taylor's got a tall order trying to get up at this point after what we've seen.
Yeah, I don't think, ladies and gentlemen, that Ryan Taylor's going to get up here.
Counts up to 8. He's up.
Whoa! And he's telling Ricker to come and fight me.
Oh, wow. Issuing the challenge, calling him to the outside. Taylor's got some fight left. Look at him go. Uh-oh. Both men back in. You got to think now at this point, Ricker going to try and find a way to put him away for good. Oh, how about a sleeper?
Great move in a last man standing match. If he can put Ryan Taylor out, send him to dreamland, and the dreams of SHAUN Ricker will come true, and he will have the PP3 Cup.
Well, and when Taylor wakes up, it'll be a nightmare when he realizes what he has lost, what he has cost himself. And again, referee checking the arm isn't going to do anything. Tap out won't do anything. At some point, and you heard the referee say, he's got to relinquish the hold and start the count. That's the only way this match can come to an end.
SHAUN Ricker trying to make sure Ryan Taylor is 100% out of this thing.
Okay, here we go. This could do it, Jeff.
Taylor, though, there's still some movement in the body of Ryan Taylor.
Yeah, but at that point, the equilibrium, if he gets up, is he going to be able to stabilize himself after being in that sleeper? There's some serious cobwebs, if nothing else.
Oh, Ricker again, back with that sleeper hold. Again, depriving oxygen to the...
Oh, desperation jawbreaker by Taylor. What a counter. Oh, but he eats a big clothesline. He's right back down again.
I'll tell you what, SHAUN Ricker came into this matchup with a very strategic game plan, TK, and he's executing that game plan to perfection. The plans of Percy Pringle and SHAUN Ricker are coming to fruition right in front of us.
Ricker looking for an insurance policy.
Thanks, Gummy. No problem, SHAUN.
And every time there's a count, Ricker gets a breather too. He's staying for somehow Taylor finds a way to keep getting to his feet.
SHAUN Ricker gracing our presence for a little water break. And look at this, Taylor. I talked about it, TK. I talked about the fighting spirit of Ryan Taylor. He won't give up.
Say, come and get it. You want to take it from me? Let's see what you got. And these two trading. And despite the strength of Ricker, I don't care who you are. I wouldn't get in a striking contest with Ryan Taylor.
Here's a great way to save money on your prescription medications. If you take Viagra or Cialis, we can give you a way to pay as little as $2 a pill. Compare that to prices as high as $60 per tablet. Call now with your prescription and pay as little as $2 a pill. We offer 24/7 service and always free delivery and confidential packaging. Call Pharmacy Shop 24/7 to get generic versions of Viagra or Cialis for as little as $2 a pill, plus free discreet shipping.
Don't worry.
It's fake.
But fake meds, that's a different story. Verify your meds with safe.pharmacy. Protect those you love from bad meds.
The wills of two warriors, two gladiators.
I don't know how they even have the energy to move, walk, stand up. It's unbelievable. Look at this, and certainly to do that. Oh! Ricker able to regain his balance. That's a long way down. A superplex could put him away. Oh, this is very precarious.
This is dangerous.
This is going to be costly for somebody, if not both competitors. Battling it out. This means everything.
Both men
This
look
is
very unsteady up there.
This is ball game right here, Jeff. Both men to the floor. Let me ask you this. We haven't even asked this question. If neither man gets up, what's that mean? Does Taylor hold on to the cup? You got to think.
You know, I don't know. I think that'd be up to John Ian. Either Taylor holds on or maybe John Ian would rule a sudden death. I don't know, TK.
Did you see the distance
Listen
from
to
the very
fans
top?
chant. Both men. Counts up to 8.
They're both up. This match amazingly somehow continues. What?
Do something! Yeah, come on, son, do something.
We're sure looking for another chair. He found what he wanted.
Well, you know, you talk about the fall from the top of those two men. I think they're both kind of delirious here.
I don't. They can't be thinking clearly at this point.
Oh.
He blocked it. Taylor blocked it. This is unbelievable. Both men fighting over that chair, the very chair that could end this matchup.
Oh, there's no knockout kick. We talked about those lethal strikes of Taylor. Ricker's down.
How's that for some foreshadowing? Shattering for that matter.
Percy Pringle.
Give me a break, and it's perfectly legal. It's personally legal. Unbelievable.
Referee Ricker's got a 6 count right now.
I don't know who got it worse though, Ricker from the kick or Taylor from the Percy Pringle chair shot.
Percy Pringle saving Shaun Ricker there.
Oh no, now he's got him hooked. He's thinking gravy train yet again. It would be the third of the matchup if he can hit it.
Shaun Ricker looking to go up to the ropes here. Do a gravy train from the top rope.
Both men sweaty. Going to be hard to keep his balance. Going to be hard to get him with this. Oh, uh-oh. Here we go. Long way down. Gravy train from the top.
I have never, ever seen anything like this match, TK.
And if anything can do it, it's that. The count is on.
5, 6.
To 6 now. Ricker is standing. Taylor
7.
is not.
There's
Wait a
Brian
minute.
Cage.
Brian Cage is out. Oh, what a chair shot! Whoa!
What do they know?
Revenge is best served cold in the form of cold steel. And now we find ourselves in the very situation that we question. Is there going to be a double count here?
5, both men down. Brian Cage getting revenge on Shaun Ricker.
It's up to 8 now.
9.
Taylor, he's trying. Oh, the bell sounds. But then was Taylor up? Was Taylor up? Yes! Yes! Yes!
Unbelievable! Unbelievable! Ryan Taylor and Shaun Ricker put their lives on the line right in front of us right here on Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. In the end, Brian Cage getting revenge on Shaun Ricker. And Percy Pringle for the bounty that they put out on him and the chair shot that Shaun Ricker had delivered to him as well.
Unbelievable. Oh, did their sins come back to haunt them? But I'll tell you what, this was the damnedest fight I have ever seen in my life as a fan, as a broadcaster. Unbelievable. You look up effort, will to win, fight superhuman. Both men will be listed, but the #1 definition will be Ryan Taylor.
Never in my time here in Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, TK, have I seen a fight like this. Have I seen a war like this. Have I seen such a strong will, such determination from two men to win. Unbelievable, TK, unbelievable.
Let me say this, partner. It was an honor calling it with you, but champions of Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, take notice. Because if he can do this, what can you do to stop him from taking your title?
Here's a great way to save money on your prescription medications. If you take Viagra or Cialis, we can give you a way to pay as little as $2 a pill. Compare that to prices as high as $60 per tablet. Call now with your prescription and pay as little as $2 a pill. We offer 24/7 service and always free delivery and confidential packaging. Call Pharmacy Shop 24/7 to get generic versions of Viagra or Cialis for as little as $2 a pill, plus free discreet shipping.
Quick quack. Wash all you want. Don't drive dirty.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by Percy Pringle from Baltimore, Maryland, weighing in at 234 pounds, Shaun Ricker. His opponent, already in the ring from Portland, Oregon, weighing in at 225 pounds, Ian Wise.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Shaun Ricker set to take on Ian Wise. Of course, Shaun Ricker accompanied by the legend Percy Pringle III. And Shaun Ricker, Stu, already has qualified for the red carpet rumble, but there's an added stipulation. Because of the loss of that lumberjack to Mikey O'Shea, Shaun Ricker, he's going in as what number? #1.
#1. Well, he's been telling us all he's #1 for years now. He's got a chance to prove it.
He's got a chance to prove it, that's right.
Of course, here's a chance for Shaun Ricker to showcase his skills and show everybody why he just might be #1 around here.
Shaun Ricker asking for silence from the crowd so he could...
Having a Tiger Woods moment.
Yeah. And the big bad gravy daddy, Shaun Ricker, in the ring with...
Right now, free and clear. You don't have to get a whooping put on you right now. You got an opportunity.
Look at this.
His namesake Wise, he may want to listen.
Oh! Shaun Ricker giving Ian Wise an out, saying you could leave right now. Ian Wise haven't none of that.
I gotta say, tough to call Ian Wise for not making that decision.
Oh! Well, he just took his head off with that clothesline. Well,
Percy Pringle.
You think Ian Wise is regretting that decision right now?
Percy Pringle's got to be so happy right now. Shaun Ricker in the best shape of his life, looking to be #1, looking to win that championship.
Ooh! Jawbreaker by Ian Wise. I don't know if Shaun Ricker knew what to expect here. Maybe Shaun Ricker taking Ian Wise a little too lightly.
Oh, here we go.
Maybe not.
Gravy train.
Oh,
and that's count to 100. 1, 2, a million.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, SHAUN RICKER.
And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, the gravy train rolls on to the red carpet rumble, where he will enter as #1 Grandpa Choco at ringside to get a word with Mr. Ricker.
All right, SHAUN RICKER, a big win.
Shut up, dummy, I'm talking now. Let me talk to you. You can still hold this microphone, stupid. Go ahead. I hear a whole lot of people out here cheering for SHAUN RICKER right about now. Huh? Well, let me tell you, it's not an accident. The fact is, everybody around, everybody in the world wants to be SHAUN RICKER, and I'll tell you why. If you look around, there are guys all across the country trying to do the gravy train. There are guys all over the place trying to dress with that style, Daddy, that only SHAUN RICKER has. But let me tell you something. When I need to go 30 minutes, when I need to go 45 minutes with anybody, I don't need any one of you standing next to me, dummies. The fact is, red carpet rumble's coming up, but the one thing I'm thinking I do need is maybe a lawyer. Not only for the whooping I just put on this kid, but also I think I might have heard Scorpio Sky talking a little bit ago, and he happened to pretty much just say the exact same things that I've said over the last 2 weeks. You want to talk about how you're the one pushing this company. You're the one, I'm the one pushing this company. Don't make mistakes.
SHAUN RICKER has been carrying this company on his shoulders for the last 2 years. No doubt about it. And if there's any man that has the shoulders to carry a company, it's these shoulders right here. Look at those biceps. Look at those pecs. Look at those abs. He is the man, without a doubt. And you know what, Sean? I've been thinking about this all evening. The red carpet rumble. Why don't you just take a little time off? Why don't you go to Disneyland or go to Disney World or Knott's Berry Farm or wherever you want to go? Take some time off, and when you come back, whose hand's going to be raised in victory? Not his, but his. SHAUN RICKER. How you like that?
Red carpet rumble. I'll take a little vacation before I'm going to need that R&R, but when it all comes down to it, red carpet rumble, you're looking at one choice for the Hollywood Heritage Champion, Daddy, and that's not an insult, that. It's just a fact of life. Shut up, dummies. It's just a fact of life.
Amen.
10 years ago, this exact day, I paid my money and I stepped into a ring for the very first time. I had a lot of expectations, a lot of things on my mind, things I wanted to do. I had a lot of things that just had to be accomplished. Never did I take into account the friendships that I'd come across. Never did I come into account with the unions that would be formed in this place. And as a 7-year-old, as a 5-year-old, watching Percy Pringle in USWA, as a 7-year-old, watching him walk out in the WWE, Paul Bearer, never at any point could I imagine that that man would take me under his wing, bring me into something called the Percy Pringle dynasty.
They sent me on vacation last month. I went on vacation, that was for real. And I came back, and I wasn't gonna wrestle today, and I'm not gonna wrestle today. But I had to come back and I had to say something. And I really don't know what to say, and that sounds a little crazy for me, but the simple fact that Percy's not here anymore, but he's gonna live forever through the legacy that he left. And the fact that a man like that thought of me, he left a message. He knew it was his final hours. He honestly left me a message just to say he knew I was gonna do big things and he loved me. That's... To imagine the fact that I watched this guy as a kid, I watched this man as a small child, and now the guy's thinking of me in his final hours to actually leave me a message is beyond anything that I can ever describe. And I want to thank him. And I know everybody here loved him. But as they say, the show must go on and the business must continue, so let me talk to you. Very few people get the prestige of being put into the Pringle dynasty. I'm gonna name a couple names right now that I'm rubbing elbows with vicariously. Because you look at guys like Rick Rude in the Percy Pringle dynasty. You look at a guy in the Pringle dynasty who made an incredible name for himself, Steve Austin. I've got big shoes to fill, but these 12 and a halves don't have a big problem filling shoes. The fact is, when it comes to it, Percy Pringle left me with a message. He said, I love you. He said also, you have great things coming your way, and he was right. And I need to live up to that expectation. I need to live up to the Percy Pringle dynasty, and when it comes down to it, at the Red Carpet Rumble, I gotta tell you something right now. I'm feeling a little bit bad for everybody else in there because, yeah, I'm coming out #1. But whether you make me #1 or you make me 101, the fact is I'm coming out in the end, and I'm coming out with that title because I got big things to do, and that's not an insult. That is just a fact of life.
What an incredible look back at the fascinating pairing of two of the biggest names in professional wrestling. We hope you enjoyed this glimpse at a truly amazing partnership. That's all the time we have for in this hour, but remember, there is always more excitement waiting in the wings, so be sure to stay tuned for our next thrilling installment where we'll open another exciting and captivating chapter from the history of the United Wrestling Network. Until next time, I'm Gilbert Corsi saying thanks for being here.